here the main method. Okay, the main purpose of your particular main method is that okay, here the main method. Main method is a most important method in your particular Java because your program executions can be start from here only. Okay, the main method, within the main method, the program executions cannot be stopped. In this main method, I can pass the argument. Whatever the argument we can pass, everything can be considered as an array type. That is an string array types. This represents the array whose type of the strings and the names. Okay, that's why I can given the string argument of Kumar. Okay, same like this. Okay, we will discuss this, all those things enter in the array concepts. Okay, here the string type, whatever the, that's why system dot out println within the double quotes we have to write anything. That's why I can mention here the string argument, whatever the argument we are going to be pass the string type. Okay, the next thing, system. Okay, system is a final class. Okay, system is a final class, is defined already, is defined in java.lang package. Okay, system.out.println low, system is a final class. System is called as a class. It is already defined in system.lang package, already present in your lang package. And the next thing, out. Okay, out is a instance. Okay, it is a print stream. Already you have the package of system.java.lang.io package will be there. In this IO package, one of the instance is outer. Okay, it's a public. That's why I can given that this is an instant of print stream type, which is a public and static member of fields of the system class. Whatever the class will be defined in the system.lang. Okay, this is also present in your particular IO package. And the third thing is println. Okay, the println in the sense whatever the argument we are going to be write inside the print. Okay, the responsibility of the println method is that is print in your particular console. That's why as all instance of the print stream class have the public method println, hence we can invoke the same as out as well. Okay, this is an upgraded version of the print. Already you know the print. If you can write the print, then that is also executed, and the println also it is going to be executed. Okay, whatever the statement we are going to write inside the print, this is going to be executed. If we are going to be write this, all this process, okay, that is the class and the public and static and void and your main, your particular statement and the system and out and println. This is the internal process of this, all those things. Okay, if we can compilation of your particular program, already you know the compilation process and the execution process, how your particular program is going to be executed. Okay, that is called as after writing your particular Java program, when you are going to be compile it, if we are going to be compiled with the help of your particular file name, that's why I can write Java C followed by your file name dot Java. Okay, the file name will be consist of your particular Java thing. Okay, after writing the program. Okay, then how is going to be working internally, that is the internal process. Okay, that internal process is that first one we are going to be consider the class, then second one, whenever we are going to be take the class name, compilation class file will be created, then after we are going to be loaded to the class loader. Okay, the main class loader is responsible to load your particular dot class file. Then after the bytecode verifier, whatever the class loader, the dot class file bytecodes will be generated, that bytecode is going to be verified. Then it will be moved to interpreter. Then the interpreter is compilation. Just we are going to be interpret that. Then you can go to runtime process. Then after we can finally view in our hardware machine. Okay, this is the internally process is going to be work on. Means first we are going to be compiled, then its dot class file will be generated. Then after it will be moved to the class loader. Class loader is responsible to load the dot class files, because the dot class file is going to be generated. Dot class file is consist of your bytecode. That bytecode is going to be verified. Then after it will be moved to interpreter. That is means your high level language, mission level language is converted into again the high level language. Then it will be going with that runtime process. Then after we can view your particular output in your hardware machine. Okay, this is your internal process is going to be working on. This is the first Java program is executed by using the command prompt and the notepad. if whenever we can write Java program, okay, that is consist of some of the rules, okay, those are called as identifier rules. Okay, we have to follow must and should identifiers. Okay, that is the identifiers rules in your particular Java. Okay, must and should we can followed by identifier rules will be there. Okay, in this the first rule means if whenever we are going to be college, whenever we are going to wear somewhere, just they are given that rules and regulations, same like this Java also consists of some of the rules. Those are identifier rules. Okay, those identifier rules, the first one, all the identifiers, whatever the identifiers we are given that, okay, all the identifier must starts with the capital letters, either the small a to capital Z or capital A to capital Z, and having the symbol of a dollar and underscore. Only the two types of the symbols are allowed. Okay, first thing, the second one, all identifiers must start with either a letter, that is the small a to capital Z and capital A to capital Z, and followed by your particular symbol, that is the dollar and underscore. Only these two types of the symbols are going to be accepted. And the second thing, after the first character, okay, an identifier can having the combination of character, either the numbers 0 to 1, 1 0 to 9, we are going to be accepted directly, we are not going to be accepted. After the characters means the first characters, then after we can use first characters, then after we can use the combination of your particular alphabet and the numerical values. That is the second rule. The third thing, Java keyword cannot be used as an identifiers. Already some of the keywords are present in your particular Java, already predefined keywords will be there. Okay, those Java predefined keywords, okay, these keywords are not used as an identifiers, because if you are going to be predefined word, those are not also using this identifiers whenever we are going to be declare any kind of the class names. The next word, identifiers in Java case sensitive, that is a small fo and capital fo, both are the different. Already I can give an small t, I can write, then in that situation what it will be happen, the class name is not found, we can see. Okay, that is the process we are going to be follow this kind of identifier rules. The first rules, all identifier must be start with the alphabetical values, those are the capital A to capital Z or small a to small z, and currency characters, that is an underscore and a dollar. Only two special symbols are allowed. The second thing, identifier of the first characters must be alphabetical value, then after it will be followed by numerical values in a combination of character, in the sense of 1 2 3, that is a1 2 3 a4 4 5. Then next thing, Java keyword, already some of the keywords is presented, okay, those keywords are not going to declare the class name of your particular Java, that is the identifier. The fourth thing, identifiers in Java are case sensitive, that is a small a is different, capital A is different. These are the rules we are going to follow, the identifiers rules, okay, whenever we are going to declare with your particular class. Okay, now you can see, okay, with the help of this identifier rules, I can write the one Java program. Just you can see what kind of the error it will be happen. Okay, by using particular notepad and notepad plus plus, I can explain. Okay, that is the notepad plus plus. Just I can take the new. Okay, here I can read the first identifiers program. Identifier program. Just directly I can write the class followed by your class name. Okay, that is your particular class name A1 2 3. Just I can write. Okay, here I can type the public static void main followed by your particular string type, whatever the argument we are going to be pass, that is argument. Open the close. here close. Here I can write down system dot out dot println. Okay, in this system dot out dot println, I am writing that identifier program. Just you can save our same directory SA. What is the my particular class name? Capital A123 dot Java. You can give this identifier name, capital A123 dot Java. Okay, here just I can open my particular command prompt from where C drive, that is SA. From here I can open my particular command prompt. Okay, now you can see. Okay, now here I can compile my Java program, Java C space A123 dot Java. Here compiled successfully. Java space A123 I can give. It's going to be executed perfectly. Okay, now I can change. Okay, this identifier as a 123A. Okay, now I can save this 123A dot Java. Here 123A dot Java. Just you can clear this screen. Now the compilation Java C 123A dot Java. Now you can type. See here, error, what it will be shown? Identifier expected. Okay, then class after I can be given 123A. Okay, 123A is an identifier expected, because whenever we are going to be declare the class name, the identifier we are going to be follow ఉంటుంది. Okay, here 123A ఉంటుంది. Instead of 123, A underscore A1 అని ఇచ్చాను. ఓకే, A underscore A1 ఇచ్చాను. ఇప్పుడు చూడండి, కంపైలేషన్ చేయండి. ఓకే, now compilation is perfectly executed. ఫైల్ నేమ్ మీరు ఏదైనా ఇచ్చుకోవచ్చు, వాట్ ఎవర్ ద ఫైల్ నేమ్ వీఆర్ గోయింగ్ టు బి గివెన్, బట్ ద క్లాస్ నేమ్ డిక్లేర్ చేసేటప్పుడు మస్ట్ అండ్ షుడ్ వీ కెన్ ఫాలో విత్ దట్ ఐడెంటిఫైర్ రూల్స్. నౌ ఇప్పుడు చూడండి, జావా స్పేస్ వాట్ ఈస్ మై క్లాస్ నేమ్, ఏ underscore small a1. Okay, now it's going to be executed perfectly. Okay, instead of this I can use at the data. Okay, for combination లో మళ్ళీ ఇప్పుడు చూడండి, again compilation it will be shows that. Okay, here what it will be shows, see illegal start type. Okay, whatever the type we are going to be given here at the date. Okay, at the date we are not going to be declare. Okay, that is illegal type of declaration is going to be seen. Here you can remove this. Okay, capital A small a1. Okay, now you can compilation is over. Then Java capital A small a1 is going to be executed. Okay, same like this we are going to be followed with this identifier. Then the third thing, the combination of both. Okay, third thing, Java I can given my particular class name as a private, declare with particular private. Okay, now Java C space 123A dot Java, that is my particular file name. Here see what it is showing. Okay, here the identifier expected, already we are declaring this private. The private is a already predefined. Okay, that is a predefined keyword. That's why that is the another identifier rule is there. The keywords are not declared as an identifier. Okay, these are the different rules of your identifiers whenever we are going to declare your particular class name. Okay, must and should we can follow with your identifiers rules. With the help of this identifiers rules only we can declare your particular class. That's why I can given this identifier rules. This is the first Java program. Okay, these are the two topics we are going to be discussed today. The first one, environment setup. In this environment setup, how we can okay, how we can set the temporary and the permanent path. Okay, that is the first thing. The second thing, the first Java program, how we can execute my particular first Java program. Okay, that is another thing. Okay, this is clear about today session. Okay, these are the two things we are going to be discussed in this first Java program by using this command prompt and notepad. The second thing, with the help of this notepad plus command prompt. And what are those identifiers rules? These all are we are going to discuss today. Okay.